People say hindsight is 2020. Looking back at 2020, I see why some call it the year from hell. The pandemic, the protests, and the president were all unprecedented. Life changed in a blink of an eye for the world. For the first time in my life, I felt our country faltering. The election and the tragic loss of George Floyd caused madness. There were worldwide BLM riots alongside hate-fueled rallies even while COVID was still fluctuating. My family believed that a new leader could save us from the chaos the former had caused us. My father started taking me to rallies so that I could engage in the civic discourse under his supervision. The hate we encountered was ridiculous. The rally that sticks with me the most took place in downtown Cleveland. Here was called the N-word multiple times. We witnessed protesters pushed to the pavement and nearly trampled. My father and I were pushed by the crowd. This almost ended in a way bigger altercation. We were among only a few people of color against the mob that was slowly ramping up. My father started to debate with the crowd. He asked how many times they'd actually discussed opposing viewpoints. None of them knew how to answer. I laughed to myself because it showed how little knowledge they actually possessed. Before leaving the rally, my father and I were approached by a police officer. The police officer said he had been told my father had a firearm on him. This was a lie. I was hurt and shocked. In this climate, I knew the hatred behind the lie could be so fatal. How could someone be so reckless, knowing that many African Americans were being murdered by police? This experience underscored how little Black lives really matter to half of our city's population. It gave me a deeper understanding of the person I am and who I want to be. My mission is to get my words into the world. I want everyone to hear about what's right. That's why I decided to cover politics in our school newspaper. In our most recent issue, I got to interview the mayor. Interviewing him was amazing. I felt good knowing I was able to participate in such an inspiring moment. I asked the mayor many questions about how high school students can stop hate in our city. Then, I published his responses in the school paper. That meeting made me want to do more. My goal in life is to be a legal nurse consultant. Being able to tie law and nursing together means I will advocate for disenfranchised people. I will counsel people of color and conviction who need help, like those from the rallies who only meant to exercise their First Amendment rights. Now that I've experienced hate and found my voice, it's my responsibility to shine the light of my advocacy upon it. That is the way I will continue to stop the hate.